And so you have mixed within all of that, you have sin and disobedience in the Muslim nation. And we're speaking about the ummah as a whole, right? Nobody is exempt from this, right? The ruler and the ruled. It's everybody. We have all of these things present, and which means that it's really not possible for Allah's aid and Allah's support to be given to the ummah in the way that it was to the Sahaba, because we have all of these barriers and hindrances to that. And so therefore when we come and look at these kind of groups which are present, whether it is Al-Qaeda, whether it is Daesh, ISIS, whether it is Hamas, whether it is, whatever it might be, then, they are part of the reason why we have these problems and we have these issues, and we are not receiving the aid and the assistance of Allah Azza wa Jal. And there are ways and means, causes and effects, and and they're not willing to see that because it's all raw emotion. And that's why you see people protesting on the streets all across you, which is fruitless. What's the benefit in that? And this is here where we really see the stupidity or the harm of people like Hamas, for example. First of all, they are a creation of the Israeli right and the Zionists to begin with. This is a well-established matter that they were funded, brought into existence for the specific reason of having a constant enemy so that they can do away with any kind of peaceful negotiation. Why? Because this whole project is expansionist in its nature, right? It is intended to expand and to take over that region. So therefore you need constant threat, hostility, controversy, right? And so because any talk of negotiations, sitting down, whatever, it kills that warmongering spirit. So these people tactically, they supported the creation and putting these Hamas people in power. This is well known, right? Even up until like the last few years, you're going to find statements of theirs saying that, openly Hamas is an enemy, secretly Hamas is an ally. We have to fund Hamas, right? So you have to imagine like the hypocrisy of on the one hand, you're funding Hamas, let's get Hamas to rule over the Palestinians, let them have democratic elections, let the Palestinians vote in the Hamas, let's put all this in place, right? And then, because they're going to be hostile, and they don't want any negotiations, they just want whatever, that will then serve our purpose of saying to the world, see, they want to destroy us and whatever, and when hostilities break out, we can then use it as an excuse to expand, the region and to take over the Gaza and whatever. This is a ploy, it's a trick, it's a tactic that they are using. And then you see all these crocodile tears about, when the tool or the creation, which is Hamas, does what they want Hamas to do, which is to commit atrocities, so that they can then say, look, we now have to, clear out Gaza of the terror, because that's what you planned all along to begin with. Right? And then you're making this pretense to the world as if somehow, so these groups, whether it's Daesh, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Hamas, they are simply tools and creations for geopolitical agendas, right? And these people have ended up in this situation because they are not founded upon, the issue isn't for them Tawheed and Sunnah. It's worldly grievance. And you can be very easily manipulated and used when that is the basis of your operation and your activities. So we know that these are creations of the West, and they are simply tools of the West to destabilize countries.